Thank you, Jen. That would have been very embarrassing if I had fallen up those stairs running up there trying to be young. I'm very excited. Thank you for having the Green Sports Alliance and the summit here. I got to tell you, I don't say that in a patronizingly or a condescending way. That as someone who was born and raised in this city and went to school here on an athletic scholarship, whenever I see leadership throughout the country in an area that is sort of cool and sexy and vibrant and active, and you choose to have these kinds of activities here, I'm indeed honored, thrilled to have it here. With what we're trying to do here at the Green Sports Alliance Summit, in so many words, is what I'll say, motivate the best that we can in this country, in the state, and in this city. Now, what do I mean by that? We all understand the impacts of climate change. We understand that as we fight for our planet and our air and water, this is a unifying element in this country, and indeed in the world. Within the last month, I've been in Reykjavik, Iceland, and Oslo, Norway, Seoul, Korea, Tokyo, Japan. I've been around the world talking about climate change, the common language of what we're trying to do to unite ourselves. And then there's sports. I've always been a team player. You know, when I played football as a kid, I was a chubby kid. And you know what happens when you play football and you're a chubby kid? You're on the line. You don't get to run the ball. You don't get to catch the ball. Harrell, you're on the line. On guard, right next to the center. At least the center gets to touch the ball. The tackle sometimes could possibly catch the ball, but I'm the guard. And I learned at an early age you have to block for people and let them get the glory. So as the mayor of this city, I think I'm too old to chase glory. I believe in teamwork. And the funny thing about sports, at least in my mind, is this, is that I don't fully understand, we understand the psyche of sports, that when the Kraken were playing their hearts out here, giving us all pride, and we all buy these jerseys, and most of us can't even skate, we feel a sense of pride or a sense of oneness. When we did win the Super Bowl here many years ago, I'd say almost 800, 900,000 people came downtown to celebrate, and it was cold as the dickens that day. Well, why is that? You know, money's sort of hard to come by for a lot of people, but they buy these jerseys that cost $100, $200, $300. They buy expensive hot dogs. They go through that fan experience. Why is that? Because deep down, everyone wants to feel as though they belong to something that's bigger and better than themselves. So now you are, as your leaders in this industry, you are combining those two precious elements. The need for people to feel bigger and bolder and stronger with teammates at your table, in this industry, out in the world, and fighting for such an important issue as climate change. Now, we got a few things going on here in Seattle we're pretty proud of. As you know, in a few weeks, we'll host the 2023 MLB All-Star Game, and we'll bring our baseball fans here from all around the country. That's going to be so much fun. In 2024, the NHL Winter Classic Outdoor game will be here. We'll showcase our city and how we embraced hockey. True confession, I didn't know a lot about hockey growing up. In fact, I knew very little about hockey growing up, but I could tell you everything about the sport now, just about, because I went on YouTube and did some quick learning. We will be, as you know, in 2026, a World Cup host city, hosting soccer fans from across the world. And in case you missed it, just last week, the NBA announced that the Rain City Showcase will return to Seattle this fall. Great news for our local basketball fans who are so passionate about this sport. And you might have recently heard that we're redeveloping Memorial Stadium. It's a partnership we put together with the state and the school district and ourselves as the city of Seattle to offer a modern state-of-the-art facility capable of hosting professional sports games. Quite frankly, we're all in terms of being that athletic city. And we do that not just for the sake of someone racking up points on the scoreboard. We do it because as someone that, again, came from modest means. I'm biracial for those that don't know it. I came from a mixed race household. I had to learn how to be unified in a house. Someone that takes pride in the fact, when I looked at a black father and a Japanese mother, took pride in the fact that people can be different, but they can be in love. That's what sports is for me. People can be different, but they can be in love. So we are in love with fighting for our climate, fighting for our planet. We're in love for bringing out the best in everybody. So when I'll close my speech the way I started it. I am honored that you are here because you all get it. And as the mayor of this city, I embrace you with open arms. Thank you very much for being here.